locals, said to be one of the top 10 restaurants in London at the moment. So it's nice up there. It's probably quite expensive as well, but you get nice views and nice food at the same time. 2 for 1 there. And ahead of the boat, we have the Blackfriars Bridges. For your pictures, if you have your cameras, follow it to the left there. You've got a pretty nice view of St Paul's Cathedral. So a nice picture of St Paul's off to the left. The bridge was opened in 1869 by Queen Victoria. It's the Blackfriars Road. After that, you've got some red pillars. The columns are the supports from the first ever railway crossing, the Alexandra Bridge. And then after that, we have the new and improved Blackfriars Railway Bridge. These bridges are roughly halfway in the trip. So we're halfway to the Tower of London. So I hope you're enjoying it so far, everyone. Sun's gone away, don't know what happened there. You seem okay though. I hope you're enjoying the commentary.
Yes.
I mean, I know not everyone on the boat has English as their first language. That's why I try to speak slow and clear. This isn't how I normally speak. There's nothing wrong with me, my speech anyway, so you can understand me, that's all. There's a large building on your right hand side with a tall chimney, an old power station, home now to one of the world's largest modern art galleries. So the Tate Modern on your right hand side. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is free to visit. So most of the exhibits inside the Tate are completely free of charge. It even says it on the side, look, free and open to all. So you'll find something to your liking inside the Tate Modern. And the bridge is the Millennium Foot Bridge. If you're a fan of Harry Potter and you like the films, you'll recognise this one. It was in the Half-Blood Prince. Do you remember it? So at the beginning of that film, the nasty Death Eaters, they fly around this bridge, which causes it to wobble, and eventually it snaps. Okay, so that's the bridge from Harry Potter. Did a very good job of repairing the bridge. I can hardly tell that. And just behind the trees on your right hand side, you see the replica of Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. So that white rounded building that has timber frames. It's also got a thatched roof. This is exactly as they believe Shakespeare's playhouse looked like in his day. I know this from pictures, drawings. In fact, every day now throughout our summer, this is our summer by the way, they reenact all of his plays inside that building, and they do it in the traditional way as well. So they use all the old clothing. There's no sound amplification inside the building. There's no lighting either. The roof, it's open top. And if you're interested, a ticket at the Globe is very cheap. It's only £7 for a standing ticket. So a starting price of £7 for a live show in London on the right. Incredible value for money. This next bridge is Southwark. Southwark isn't that interesting. Another nice picture up on the bridge. Follow it to the left there. A very iconic site of London that is called a traffic jam. It's about as interesting as this bridge gets, I'm afraid. Through Southwark, before the next bridge on the right, there is a very nice pub with the red window frames. It's called the Anchor Tavern. And this is at Bankside. It's one of the oldest pubs in London, the Anchor. It was built back in 1615. So it's stood on this site for over 400 years. And lots of people enjoying the pub today. You see they got the outside bar here, lots of garden furniture. Some of those people have I've been there since yesterday. That man waving at us, he's been there a week. That's Steve. Steve giving us a little wave. This next bridge is Cannon Street Railway. This is interesting, but look at the support columns of the bridge on either side. Look at the water, and you can see it's rushing around the columns, can't you? And this gives you a good idea of the direction of flow and strength of currents on the Thames. Okay, so it is tidal, and at the moment it's ebbing, so the water level is dropping, it's travelling sort of ahead of us, the water, the stream. At some points the tide can flow as fast as about 6 or 7 knots. So I think that's roughly 10 miles per hour. And on your right hand side you'll see a pirate ship. It's a fully working ship on the right. I don't know if you've seen the Pirates of the Caribbean films. Right, this ship on your right hand side has nothing to do with the films. They're just really good. That is the replica of Francis Drake's galleon. It's the Golden Hind on the right. And this next bridge, well, it's not really much to look at, this next bridge. It's quite plain, it's quite boring. But it is a very historic river crossing, and a famous one at that. I'd imagine a lot of you on the boat today, somehow, you would know the name of this bridge. So shout it out if you know. That's right. And how did you get that? It's written on the side. It's not a trick question, folks. This is London Bridge. At least the 5th London bridge to cross the river here in almost 2,000 years. The bridges previous have been torn down, burnt down, fell. They've started to sink. You've got the Shard on your right. The tallest building in Western Europe, 1,018 feet tall, I believe. You can go to the top of the Shard. So right near the top there, the 72nd floor, they have a viewing platform. It's the tallest in London. It is the most expensive as well. You can go to the top of the Shard. For an adult ticket at the door, it's about £30. But you can see up there for about 40 miles, and you're welcome to stay as long as you like. Okay, there's no time limit, there's no time restrictions. They have thought about that though, because there's no toilets up there, so you'll have to come down eventually, but you can stay up there as long as you can hold it, put it that way. And on the right, you've got a warship. The warship is the HMS Belfast. James Bond as well on the right there. So the warship has been here since the 70s. It's an extension to the Imperial War Museum. So a floating museum on the river. So you can go on board and see what it was like to sort of live and work on board a real life warship. And just ahead of the boat, I'm sure you can see already, we have Tower Bridge. In just a moment, we're going to turn the boat. Okay, we'll angle the boat in a way that you can all get a nice picture for your photos of the bridge. So just bear with us. We'll get you there, we'll turn the boat. The bridge is very famous because it can lift up. So the middle section of Tower Bridge, the lower roadway, either side can raise to nearly 90 degrees. So pretty far. And well, that's to just let tall ships pass through. Now, would anyone like to see the bridge open? Go on to YouTube. Well, lots of videos on YouTube. I can't get the bridge to open, but you can find out when online. If you just web search Tower Bridge lift times, that'll bring you to the website, and that'll tell you exactly when the bridge will lift and what for. So here we go, as I promised. We'll try and hold the boat in a nice position for you as long as we can. We can't hold it too long because we'll be in the way. Okay, there's a boat coming up just behind us there, the Harmony.